Hello, today I wanted to talk about North Europe Main to China Main, as this is one of the trades which is heavily affected by the blank sailings. This is what we do see on pricing side, but as well what you see most probably when you try to book containers, as demand is quite strong still, but the tonnage has been reduced by roughly 40% for the current period. What you do see over here is now North Europe Main to China Main. Yeah, I show you prices for 40 feet high cube, gate and all in for the last 3 months from January to April only. The graph is the short-term market average, and prices on average still in January were around $800, and you've seen this before, this kind of quite strong upward trend on this lane, so that we are currently at 1450 market average short term. Yeah, for this basis of this rate, we have more than 30,000 data points in this contract period, yeah, which is now representing this price. And the average is good to know, but we should also show you for sure what's going on the high and the low side. So that means currently the short-term market is somewhere in the range of 900 up to 2,100. Yeah, and it's still stable. And as you know, we do upload data on a daily basis. And if we see an upwards or downward trends, yeah, you will recognize this in our platform as well. So therefore, the trade is still stable and slightly upwarding. And now the question would be, and this is something we can only see by early next week, what is going on now in May with most probably reduced bunker levels, as the drop in oil price should have an effect on the rates or the bunker prices the carriers are quoting, offering, and how this is probably balanced by another increase around on the base rate. And then we can see next week what is really going on in this market. Is it still bullish? Is something slightly changing? And this is extremely important when you're currently in the tender, or you're planning to go to tender and you're moving big volumes on this corridor. Yeah. So next week we will talk about this again, because we will have prices available. Just to give you one hint on this one, how our customers are using this kind of data. I mean, everyone is fighting for space at the moment. Sometimes it is difficult to move your cargo against tendered prices. Yeah, but what we have seen is, if you accept increases, be cautious, because it depends a bit about the new rate levels your supplier is asking for, where you have been positioned before. Yeah, and let me just show you this in one example. When we talk about the prices on this corridor since January, yeah, we see increases between 100% and 70%. This is quite in line, but you see at the low end it's roughly $440, and the average is $700. And depends as well, when you have this kind of discussions, compare your prices which you have had originally, were they more on the average or low side. Then probably check as well that you do not get this kind of increase which is close to $900, because if your prices were always more to the low side, please make sure that rates, the updated rates you get, are probably closer to this increase as well. Or on the other side, for example, if you have a price of $300 before, or $350, if this short-term market is doubling, then probably your rate, which you have agreed, will double as well, and then your price will end up at the 600 or 700 instead of accepting an increase of 600. This is very much used, and I know it's difficult this time where it's only about space, but you should also have a close look on this data as soon as the market will drop again. Yeah, because you will see it immediately, and if suppliers turn up and knock at your door and say we need to increase the prices, then probably if the market is changing and going down again, you should as well knock on their door and say, look, market is changing. Let's talk about the prices. We accepted the increases. Now we need to see how much the prices are going down. Yeah. So next week we check a bit more how the market now develops. What is going on? Do we still see this kind of development that's going up or staying stable? Or do we see a decrease in prices? Stay safe. Speak soon, and enjoy the day. Bye bye.